Once upon a time, there was a man named Takeda Hiromitsu. He was a brilliant scientist who had dedicated his life to the study of genetics. He was particularly interested in the idea of creating the perfect human being, one who was immune to disease, had superior intelligence, and physical abilities beyond that of any other human. Takeda Hiromitsu had spent years conducting experiments in his laboratory, but he had yet to achieve his goal. He was growing frustrated and desperate, and he knew that time was running out. He was getting old, and he feared that he would never be able to achieve his dream. One day, he had an idea. He realized that the key to creating the perfect human being was to start with the perfect genetic material. He needed the DNA of someone who was already close to perfection, someone who had all the traits he was looking for. And he knew just the person. He had a younger sister, Yumi, who was the epitome of physical and mental perfection. She was beautiful, athletic, and highly intelligent. Takeda Hiromitsu knew that if he could use her DNA as a starting point, he could create the perfect human being. He convinced Yumi to donate her DNA to his research, promising her that he would use it to cure diseases and help people. But that was not his true intention. He used her DNA to create a series of clones, each one more perfect than the last. He called them his sister breeders. The sister breeders were all identical, with the same physical and mental abilities as Yumi. They were raised in a special facility, where they were trained to be perfect in every way. They were taught to be obedient, to follow orders without question, and to serve their creator, Takeda Hiromitsu. But as the years went by, Takeda Hiromitsu began to realize that he had made a terrible mistake. The sister breeders were not human beings, they were not even animals. They were something else entirely, something that he had created in his quest for perfection. He began to feel guilty about what he had done, and he knew that he had to set them free. He released them into the world, hoping that they would find a place where they could live their lives in peace. The sister breeders scattered across the globe, each one searching for a purpose in life. Some became athletes, others became scientists, and still, others became artists. They all had the same abilities as Yumi, but they used them in different ways. And Takeda Hiromitsu, the man who had created them, watched from afar, hoping that he had done the right thing. He knew that he could never undo what he had done, but he hoped that his sister breeders would find happiness in their own way.